Okay.
Alright, good evening guys. Tonight we're going to go over sandwiches. Chapter 19 is actually sandwiches and appetizers, but we're just going to focus on sandwiches today. So our objectives, we're going to go over notes on sandwiches, then we're going to split into two groups and we're going to do Jeopardy, and then I have a homework handout. So I wrote up the notes so that you guys could follow on and fill in, so that way you have a little more organized notes.
This is so exciting. I haven't been.
Alright, so can you guys tell me any types of sandwiches? Mike?
A club.
Well, no, that's more of a specific type of sandwich, but like more of like the different categories of sandwiches. You want to try again, Mike?
Like a sub?
Kind of, you're close.
A canapé.
Close. Marissa?
A hot sandwich.
That is a type.
Open face.
Open face. Mike?
A cold sandwich.
Cold sandwich is a type. Anybody else?
Closed face.
Closed face.
Mean face.
Alright, so some of the types of sandwiches we have closed sandwiches, we have open space sandwiches, we have triple decker sandwiches, finger sandwiches, and then wraps. So we'll go into a little detail of all of them. So these are your closed sandwiches. Closed sandwiches have a top and a bottom, so they're technically, closed. The filling is in the middle, and there can be different types of fillings. We'll go into that into later lessons, but these are your basic closed sandwiches, top and bottom. Our next sandwich we have here is an open face sandwich. Some of you guys mentioned these before, like canapes, like Lucio said. They actually have a bottom, but no top. So you can put whatever you want in there, they just don't get closed. So they're used a lot for like appetizers and things like that. Next we have our triple decker sandwich, which is basically almost like a closed sandwich and an open sandwich put together. So there's a piece of bread in the middle, you guys can see the third piece of bread in the middle, right here and right there. So it's just the bottom, the bread, the filling, another piece of bread, filling, and then the top. And they're usually closed with toothpicks because they're a little hard to eat and stay together. So these are our triple decker sandwiches. Next we have our finger sandwiches. Finger sandwiches traditionally are like appetizers, tea parties, things like that. They have no crust. Usually the crusts are all cut off and they're made into various shapes and sizes. So we have the traditional rectangles, there's some triangles, and there's in the bottom corner here there's little hearts. So you can be fun with it, do different things, so it's kind of a nice sandwich. And then we have wraps. Wraps are just the tortillas. You guys all know tortillas. They come in different flavors, spinach, tomato, and basil, all different whole wheat. And this is just the fillings are put in the middle and then it's wrapped up. You can eat it in whole or you can slice it into little pinwheels. Do a bunch of different things with that, but that's our wrap. Okay, so a fundamental part of sandwiches is the bread. So what are your guys' some of the favorite types of sandwiches? Marissa?
Favorite type?
Or just a type of sandwich, type of bread, excuse me.
I really like rye bread.
Rye bread?
Yeah, I was going to say rye, but marble rye.
Marble rye? Lucio?
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel? Those are all in the same family there. Cuban bread. Jamie? Cranberry chicken bread. Like you guys have mentioned, there's a lot of different types of breads, but some of the more basic breads are the breads you see every day. We have our Kaiser roll. This is the top with the little poppy seeds. It sometimes has poppy seeds and sometimes has sesame seeds. Then we have our torpedo roll in the top right. Yes, top right. And that's just a long, like, I think it was, you said sub before, right? So that's like, kind of like your sub. Then we have our pita bread, which is a flat round bread, and it actually has a pocket in the middle, so you can stuff it. So that's kind of fun. Then we have our tortilla on the top right underneath our torpedo roll. A croissant is actually like a baked good, but we can use it to make sandwiches, so it's a nice little different flavor. We have our ciabatta bread. We have some focaccia bread over there, which is like a focaccia bread and it's flavored with herbs and olive oil, traditionally rosemary, so it gives like a nice flavor to the sandwich. And then I did like some traditional white bread down there. So these are some other different types of breads that you guys can make sandwiches with. Can anyone tell me what the purpose of the bread is on your sandwich? Mike? Kinda, you're close. Lucio?
It's to contain the insane amount of
Mike, want to take a second chance?
Filler?
No. Anybody? The bread actually acts as your foundation of your sandwich. Like you guys said, it also does hold the bread together, but it's what gives it its solid structure for the sandwich to be built off of. So after we have our bread, the next thing you usually add to your sandwich is your spread. Can anyone give me one of the three main categories of spreads? Michael?
Egg base, hamburgers.
Yes? Anybody else? Mike?
Fruit base.
Vegetable puree is the more of the term for that one. Kind of. These are our three categories we have here. We have butter, mayonnaise, vegetable purees. Mustards aren't a category, but it's also a very well-known type of spread. But those are our basic spreads. Can anyone tell me what the butter will do for the sandwich?
Typically, you put it on the bread so all the liquids from the foods in the center don't soak.
Exactly. The butter adds a layer on top of the bread, so all of the moisture and things from your spreads or your condiments or anything you put in your sandwich don't soak and absorb into the bread, so that way you can have a nice hearty sandwich that's not falling apart in your hands. And then we have vegetable purees, which we can make out of anything. So these are our types of spreads. So now I want you guys to split into two groups. So who's not? It has to be even, so we'll just do this. Okay, Christina's 1, Lucio 2, Lauren 1, 2, 1, 2, 1,
Twos are over here.
2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
I agree.
So we'll do the 1s on this side and the 2s on this side.
Okay.
She just said the ones
One's on this side.
1s are on the left,
Oh,
2s are on the right.
this is blasphemy.
Oh, Jeffrey, let's do it.
You're over there.
Okay, so we're going to decide who's going to go first. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5. Team 1?
3.
No.
2.
4.
4. So team 1 is going to go first. Okay. You guys all know the rules to Jeopardy, right? Yes? Okay. So team 1, what are you going to start with?
We'll take bread for 500, please.
Bread for 500. A round shaped flatbread cut open to form a pocket. Keto.
He didn't say it in the question.
What did you
Steel.
say?
What is it, Peter?
Oh. Yeah, woo! Okay, we'll just go to team 2 that way instead of even. Team 2?
Bread for 5.
Spreads for 500.
Get Mike, get it.
A spicy spread that is often used, but it isn't in its own category.
What is mustard?
What is mustard? Team 1?
Bread for 500.
Bread for 400?
That was enough.
Italian flatbread that is flavored with olive oil and herbs. Correct. Team 2?
Oh.
500.
We're gonna adjust the curriculum timeline.
Okay. So team 2, what category are you going to pick?
500.
What category?
Who am I? 500.
Who am I for 500?
So a chance to lead.
I act as a barrier so fillings don't make your sandwich soggy.
Steel. What is what?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It is butter. Team 1. The 3 main types of spreads are?
What is butter, mayo, and veg puree?
Correct.
Another team 2.
2?
Spread 300.
Spreads for 300.
Oh, now they call it.
The spread for choice for generations.
What? Oh.
Correct.
What is?
What is it?
Your team's doing that.
Who am
Team,
I?
team,
400.
I provide a solid foundation for you to build your sandwich on. Frank? Correct.
What is concrete?
Your team too.
Bananas, bro.
Team 2, what do you guys want to pick?
Bread 300.
Bread for 300. A round crusty roll often sprinkled with coffee or sesame
What is
seeds.
Kaiser roll?
Team 1?
Who am I? 300.
You guys like this one? I have no crust and I come in many shapes.
What is the roll? What is the finger sandwich?
Correct.
Multiple guesses?
Yeah, team two.
Team 2?
Oh. Spreads for 200.
Spreads for 200? Most often made of chopped olives, avocados, or eggplant.
Vegetable puree.
Correct. Team 1?
Who am I?
I am stacked and contain 3 pieces of bread.
What is a triple decker sandwich?
Correct. Team 2?
Bread
Bread for 200. Used to make a wrap. Team 1? Bread. With a flaky crescent shape, it makes for an interesting sandwich.
What is it?
Correct. Team 2?
Doesn't even matter.
Being a god.
Who am I? 100.
Who am I? 100? I have a bottom but no top and I don't get clothes.
Face sandwich.
What is that? Correct.
I don't know, why didn't you tell us?
And
Team 1's obviously on the left
Team
side.
1, spreads, 100, adds a smooth, rich flavor.
What is mustard?
No, Team 2, you guys steal. Adds a smooth, rich flavor.
What they say?
Add basic
What is
mustard.
What is butter?
No, Team 1, you guys
What
take
is
it.
butter?
Yeah.
They still lose two.
That was the hardest question.
They lose
Okay, so Team 1, you guys win. Good job.
Why'd you do yourselves?
Oh, who was keeping count of your score?
You ever played Jeopardy before?
So, I have a homework assignment for you guys to fill out now, or do for homework. It'll be handed in tomorrow. If you guys hand it in, you will get 5 points on the next quiz, which is the end of the term quiz. So, you guys want to make sure you do real well. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions about sandwiches? The types of sandwiches? Want to work on that? Alright, so I'll give you guys 5 minutes to work on this.
You didn't get it? Oh. Okay.
next week.
They have them at City Burger. I don't want to speak too loudly into your camera.
Okay, so just kidding.
But they do have them at City Burger.
Let me know if you guys have any questions. Everyone almost close to being done? Does anyone want to share their sandwich concoctions? Lucio, let's see what you have.
I got a Kaiser roll with poppy seeds, some whole grain mustard, some pickles, American cheese, and pastrami.
Nice. Anybody else? Mike?
I made a pizza wrap,
Ooh, that's cool.
and I really like pineapple pizza. So I put pineapple on the pizza, and then I sprinkled turkey, and then I wrapped it up like a wrap.
Interesting. Anybody else? Right?
My favorite sandwich is a braised egg sandwich, so I had ciabatta bread and some arugula. I don't know if that's what they use. I like arugula. And tomatoes and mozzarella and balsamic glaze and some pesto.
Kelly? Ooh, a taco.
So the tortillas, the bread, and then I like to use ground beef, lettuce, cheese, and then like a salsa.
That's very interesting. Anybody else want to share? Margaret?
I had a grilled flatbread with base, caramelized fennel, horseradish, and pickled beet mayo, roast beef, arugula, and red onion strips.
That sounds really yummy. Jamie? Sorry, your hand up.
Veggie wrap with lettuce, tomatoes, herbs, cucumbers, carrots, and I like to really
Ooh, that's a good one. Anybody else want to share?
I had focaccia bread with hummus, avocado, turkey, and lettuce.
Ooh, that's good too. Alright, so let's go over this sheet real quick, make sure you guys understand everything for the quiz tomorrow. What are the three main ingredients of spreads? Or three main categories of spreads, sorry. Marissa?
Fruit, mayo, and butter.
What's actually veggie purees?
I'm sorry.
It's close though, it's okay.
Sorry, just kidding.
That's what you get for me.
No, this is good that we're going over it so you guys have the right answers for tomorrow's quiz. What are the what are the classifications of sandwiches? Mike.
Closed, open face, triple decker, finger, and wrap.
Good job. What are some examples of the different types of breads? Anybody? Kaiser.
Torpedo.
Torpedo. Croissant. Ray, you've been quiet today. What's another one? Focaccia. Jason, you've been quiet today. What's another type of bread?
Pita.
Pita? Good. What is an example of a variant used to keep sandwich from becoming soggy?
Butter.
Butter. Okay, so this is the end of this sheet. You guys did a good job today. I really liked your sandwich creations. It was really creative. You guys are getting your minds out there and thinking things outside of the box. So good job, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Yay!